Americans. This is your favorite alien speaking on Monday, May 20th. Me and Bubba here are looking at the day. Bubba's waiting for his friend the Blue Jay. We had an interesting weekend, the Preakness with the horsey that ran without a jockey. Oh boy, fun stuff, huh? Bubba was saying, well, I'm glad I'm not in the dog races. I'm a cockapoo. Well, anyway, uh, I wanted to do a serious video today. I did one on abortion yesterday, and I wanted to do another one today. And this one, I call it Abortion, Not a Political Football. And, well, it isn't a political football. Uh, Abortion occurs naturally in a lot of women because you have to understand motherhood and conception. Sometimes the body doesn't like what it has in it and therefore creates natural abortions, as you call them. And you doctors call them miscarriages or stillborn, when they don't even know that they're dead until they come out. Do you have any penalties for that? No, and you shouldn't have any. Because the penalty is already on the poor lady, if she is a mother. And by the way, motherhood is a state of being. Not all women are mothers, and not all women can deliver kids. Some want kids, but doesn't have their bodies and their mechanisms were not meant to be. They can never have kids. Others, their bodies are as fruitful as an apple tree, yet their minds are not motherhood. I'll get to those in a second. But to you, mostly, I would say Christians who are anti-abortion. Oh, we gotta save life at all cost. Well, why don't you do that to turkeys? President Carter broke his hip because he was going on a turkey hunt. Sport! You kill a living being for sport. And he's a Christian. How can you do that? And then you're clamoring at these people that are saying, oh, they're killing living beings. But you do the same. You got alligators. You kill alligators for sport or money. You kill deer for sport or money. And you kill turkeys. I mean, look at the poor turkey. He hates Turkey Day, doesn't he? Poor guy. Look at all the overfishing you do. You kill a lot of thing in the sea. You kill all kinds of living things on this planet, and nobody has no retributions for it. Yet for women, you're trying to penalize them for something that's natural and something that they have no control over. And I'll give you some examples here of your pettiness. And you Christians, this goes back to the Catholic Church, who tried to control everything. Remember Bruno? He got burned at a stake because he had different values and believed differently than they did. Heck, Galileo would have been that if he would have been a little bit more forthright like Bruno was, and convictions. Galileo was skirting the edge. Or how about Nostradamus? He skirted the edge. He did a lot of quatrains because he couldn't come out and say publicly what he thought. Same with abortions. You guys want to shut everybody out that has different opinions. And abortion is not a political football. It's not even political. It's a state of mind between a woman and her body. Period. And that's the way it should be. And the way I'm saying that not all women are mothers, and motherhood is a state of being, there's a lot of women that want to be mothers, but their bodies can't produce for one reason or another. Somebody upstairs didn't want them to have kids. Well, that's between them and their maker. And then there are others whose bodies are, as like I said, like an apple tree, and they go all over the place. And then there are others that produce but don't want them. Case in point, Susan Smith and Andrea Yates. Remember them? Big time? Or how about the lady here in Georgia who was a stepmother? And the state of Georgia knew all the issues that was going on there. And they still let her kill her stepkid. Why? Because she has the power of motherhood? Really? You can't use that as a defense, being a state. And now you, as people who run the state, want to deny the women the right to be women. So why don't you have every guy have a vasectomy? Really? It's the same thing. You legislate morality there. Get off your high horse, you Christians, and get off your high horse, you politicals, especially Republicans. I hate Democrats and I hate you guys. Because you guys don't think. Abortion has never been, never will be a political football. You tried to make drinking a political football back in the early 20th century. And look where that got you. You even went as far as to do an amendment. And then you had to turn it around because, hey, you can't legislate drinking, can you? Can you legislate abortion? No way, Jose. Abortion and drinking, they both go back to the state of your being human beings, all the way to whenever you popped out of here, wherever you came from. Whatever planet you came from, or if you just popped out of here from a test tube. Yeah, you could have popped out of here from a test tube. So this is the alien saying, come on, Americans, do it right, will ya? Thanks.